Have you ever wondered if something is true just because someone says it, or simply because you believe it yourself? These questions might seem similar, but they actually point to two very different mistakes in thinking. Today, we're going to break down the difference between accepting something as true based on authority, what's called the Ipse Dixit fallacy, and believing something is true just because it feels true to you, known as the subjectivist fallacy. Understanding these can help you spot errors in reasoning, whether you're talking with others or reflecting on your own beliefs. Let's dive into what these fallacies mean and why they matter. First, let's look at the Ipse Dixit fallacy, sometimes called the blind authority mistake. This happens when someone claims, "It's true because I said so," expecting you to accept their word without any evidence. For example, imagine someone says, "This is correct, just trust me." The problem here is that there's no proof, just an appeal to their own authority. On the other hand, the subjectivist fallacy is when someone treats facts as if they're just personal opinions. They might say, "That might be true for you, but not for me." This mistake confuses objective reality with personal belief, making it seem like truth changes from person to person. So, what's the real difference between these two mistakes? Ipse Dixit is all about trusting someone just because they claim to be right, like a judge declaring, "This is the law," without explanation. The subjectivist fallacy, however, is when someone decides, "That law doesn't apply to me. I don't believe in it." Both approaches miss the mark. One ignores the need for evidence, while the other ignores objective facts. The key takeaway is that truth isn't determined by authority alone, nor is it shaped by personal opinion. Instead, we should always look for evidence and ask whether a claim is actually objective. Next time you hear someone say, "Just trust me," or "That's true for me," pause and ask yourself, where's the evidence, and is this actually objective? By being aware of these common fallacies, you can avoid being misled by authority or personal belief. Instead, you'll be able to think more clearly, ask better questions, and make decisions based on facts, not just opinions or titles. Remember, truth stands on its own. It doesn't need to be declared by someone important, nor does it change just because someone believes it. Stay curious and always look for the evidence.